Good evening, people. Thank you for joining the Lump and Reggie Petty Ass Podcast. This is what we do every Tuesday at 5 p.m. On Wednesdays, we have State of the Women. And on Thursdays, like we're here today, is Goons Talk. It's giving our own narratives sincerely. And on weekends, no holds barred. What is it, Yella?
You ain't out there in that pit, is you?
Yes, the fire pit talk. We got the women, they go crazy, they drinking, they smoking, they doing whatever they want to do, and they having a good time. And we eating and woo. And that's what we do. Oh, shucks. Oh, you on that horn?
Excuse me.
Man, what you doing? This man already interrupting this broadcast. But look, we got a good panel on here today, and we're going to let them introduce themselves. We're going to start over here with you.
I'm Wood.
Hey.
Legend.
Yellow Man.
And you know who I am. Look! All right, we got good topics today. We're going to start off for what we missed last week. What we missed last week?
We missed how do you define what a big homie is? Because a lot of people use the word big homie, and words carry energy. And when we learn that how important words are, we will be careful about the words we choose to use. But without getting into that, we're going to stick with the script, which is how do you define a big homie? What does a big homie really mean to you? And we're going to give out different examples of what we think it should be versus how these young kids is looking up to these guys that they call big homies, but really they lead them in the wrong direction. And by them honoring and respecting these people, they're respecting and going in the wrong path because they think it's impressive to what they call their big homies. And these big homies, so-called big homies, don't give them the right tools to navigate a positive life. And we want to dispel that narrative.
You want to start off, yo?
Sure, I'll start. Okay, I'll come from a religious perspective. As regards big homie or Sahaba, which means brother or walk partner, something like that, right? A big homie should be one that spiritually guides someone or teaches them the religion or principles to live by. You know what I mean? Most people come into this thing, especially the young guys for the first time, and they don't know how to navigate prison. So it is a person that is sincere of heart that becomes someone Sahaba or big homie or whatever and tries to help them navigate and teach them things. This is how we move in jail. These are the things that we do. These are the things that we do religiously. These are the things that we must know. And that's how I define a big homie. I know there are other perspectives, and I'll leave that for the rest of the panel to get to that. So I'll defer to Legend.
Well, I don't want to date myself, because I come from a different culture. In the culture I came from, we had a lot of men in the community. So therefore, the guys that were older than me, even though they were living a destructive lifestyle, they saw the potential that I had, always tried to steer me in the right directions, and the same lessons that they was giving me, I knew it was real. I knew it was true because 20 years later, I was doing the exact same thing. So I was hearing what they were saying, but I wasn't listening. So a big homie is someone who got the best interest for the young brothers and the young sisters in the community, about community building, about character building. That's why I define it as a true big homie.
All right. Well, me as a big homie, I had just a selective few big homies in the system because I really didn't. I seen a lot of stuff that I didn't want to follow and I didn't want to get attached to. because that would keep me in a corrupt mind space. So thank you for showing me the way. When you gravitate to good dudes, like you said, somebody taught you whatever, and you know when you get in the mix with somebody who's real or not. So I appreciate you as a big homie, legend. But me, I didn't gravitate to no religion because like y'all religion would say I'm a kafir, non-believer, or something like that. So I try to infiltrate all religions. I go to more science. I go to Nation of Islam, hear the word. I go to Seventh Day Adventist, whatever. I sometimes,
Yes.
yeah, don't you? I'm a Christian. I'm just infiltrating everything to get the word and knowledge. But that's I really just had a couple of big homies, so that's how I define it.
My thing is, the reason why I wanted to bring up the topic is because a big homie should never be defined by how much you got or what you're doing if it ain't nothing positive. Because I done seen older guys call the younger guys big homie only because the younger guy got all the bread. He got the bag. So now he trying to stoop to that level and call them big homie as a term of endearment to cater to these people for what they want. And that term tend to get misused. And it's like, it should be a term of endearment, a term of respect. So for somebody to honor you enough to call you big homie, it should be based on some kind of positive light or some kind of way you was able to add value to their life in a good way. It ain't always got to be positive because sometimes you can help with some negative information to get them out of a negative situation. You know what I mean? And that's just the reality of it. That's just like you in a joint and the dude got a beef going on and you the big homie and you ain't got nothing to do with it. But at the same time, the little guy might don't have no knife and a dude that's trying to get him might got one and he 2 times the size. So to give him a joint to make it fair, a dude can tend to respect you for that because you gave him a fair chance to fight for himself. He might come to you and say, damn, I don't need nobody to get in my beef, but I just need some assistance. You might say, here, shorty. And that's what I mean by giving a negative energy to a negative situation for a positive outcome versus to not give it to him and then something happened to him. I think you do him a disservice. You definitely don't get a title for that. But the labels that we tend to choose and use for big homie, we got to really be careful with words because it should be a term of respect. So if you hear somebody, you might not even know, address somebody as big homie, you must know, you should be able to depict and say, damn, well, yo must respect yo. That's a sign of respect to me, right? And that's why I think that's important to really address and watch the terms you use. And when you address people, we always want to respect our elders, but only if they're worthy for respect. They get a certain amount of respect just because they older than you, but that don't mean they're more valuable to be called certain things, right? And respect is one thing that we lost. So that's why a lot of our youth is so misdirected because they don't have nobody they respect no more. And it shouldn't be because you poisoning your community and you getting some dirty illegal money because you poisoning your own people. I was one of them that did that when I was young, but I no longer condone that kind of stuff because they our people we poisoning to try to make a living off of. And all that can do is bring a curse and a bad energy to that money that you accumulate. When you go and do dirty deeds and illegal and illicit ways of getting that cash, it brings the energy with it. And when it bring that dark energy with it, that whatever you did to get it might not necessarily happen to you, but it's going to affect somebody that you're going to be affected by because of that money. For instance, you go rob somebody and you end up taking a bag and you get 50,000 and we split it half. You take 25, I take 25. You might go buy a whip, he might go buy his girl a ring. The energy that follows it, that girl might get robbed and murdered for that ring because the money that it was bought with came from a dark space. Same way with the car that you might purchase with that same kind of money, they might get in an accident or you might let somebody hold it. Next thing you know, they paralyzed from that same car that came from that same money. That's what I mean by dark energy. So we got to be careful about the energy we put out because the all sees everything. There's nothing new under the sun. So even when you think you got away with something, you really didn't. So it's always better to do good deeds and stand on positive energy, and things won't always turn out right.
So, if I may, fruit from a poisonous tree is what you were speaking about. You can't do something good with something that comes from a negative place. It just, you don't get the reward from that. The person that you give the money to or that you help may benefit because they may be in a space where they needed some help, but you don't get any good deeds from that because it came from a negative place.
Right.
So, that being said, we can go into the next topic, which
I
sorry,
I gotta address that.
Okay, how you mean?
First of all, big homie, I really gravitated to people that play basketball. That's why I gravitated to big.
Legend.
Yeah, the legend. We in there winning championships. Look, this what made the men come together. Even if you don't like each other, but on the court, if y'all together, it's a knit. Because we had people that was like pros in there, like
Absolutely.
and
I know,
and that's what the niche. That's what I want to say. Would gravitate me to the big homies.
Yeah, you
balling, you bonding, and that's the bond I think. So I just wanted to touch on the big homie tip on that. Not just that I need a big homie to protect me. No, right. They ain't need no big homie to protect him. He just need the structure.
You're a little big man. He was the real big man.
Yeah.
So you learning big man tips from him. So that's the same thing. No matter what department it is in, is somebody you respect something about him. You respected his game and the way he handled that middle like that. So you adopt the principles and techniques from him. So he get the grace of that's my big homie. You know what I mean?
And he couldn't play basketball.
What? He was on 40 and old.
What?
25.
Y'all gonna do that? Y'all gonna sit over here and do that?
I ain't never seen you play, y'all.
Gems, man. You might have been
You want to play back?
How about this?
Come back.
Let's go to the softball field. Let's do that. No, I got violence. Okay, anyway. So let me say, okay, the next topic we're going to go to is it safe to meet new friends in prison?
Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, I think you can't help. I don't know if we should use the term friends, but you get bonding buddies, you get associates, you get your walking buddies.
People that you associate with.
Absolutely. Because it's your environment. This is where you live at. This is your survival. This is your jungle. So you're gonna end up gravitating to somebody somewhere along the line, either by default or by intention. But I think it's a good thing. You just gotta, because it helps build social skills and help build character. You know what I mean? And help understand what's going on. They like your navigation points.
You also gotta look like that's no different. That's a good point that you made. Sometimes we be around dudes for 10, 12 years and we shown, you know what I mean?
Right.
We get trapped, we probably won't see him in another 10 years. Next time we see him, it's a whole new different level.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because we ain't been around them for all of
you gotta relearn.
You gotta relearn
everybody, you know.
All right, we got a guest on the panel today. DJ Beedman.
Yes, sir.
I don't even want to say Beedman, but DJ. Go ahead, say something to you.
Welcome aboard.
First of all, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm in the truck, man. I'm in Manhattan right here going across GW Bridge. Look, man, salute, right? Salute, man. So I respect what you Black Men Kings doing, man. So I might don't qualify on some of the levels you guys qualify, but can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
25 arrests, 5 convictions, time in 3 different states, 5 children, 4 baby mamas, 3 different states, 19 psych wards, 19 recovery programs. Right now, today, I work for myself, the truck, on DJ Beedman Entertainment. For the last 6 years, we've thrown over 25 shows the last 6 years. We got 3 cranking now. So I'm familiar with changing criminal record, fighting against that, fighting against how society receive you, women receive you, the system set in place. So what y'all doing is a powerful thing, man. So I salute.
Respect. We appreciate that, bro.
Appreciate your love.
Now, this man been locked What do you got? 25 convictions. Well, you said
25 arrests, 5 convictions.
You don't hear me?
You went out for a minute. What'd you say?
I said you got 25 convictions or 25
25 arrests, 5 convictions.
arrests and how many convictions?
5 convictions. I was convicted of unauthorized use. I stole the ambulance in 96. I got a kidnapping. I forget what year was that. I got a distribution in 2000. They gave me 10 for that. I got a kidnapping, distribution, robbery.
You keeping it real. We just want to know that how you transitioned back into society and it was hard for you, and now you doing the thing.
It was challenging, man, because I learned about this thing called penalization. When I caught my bit, I owned the truck. My truck was paid for. I had a house. I lost the house in the joint. I still had my truck paid for, but I couldn't put it to work, man. I was depressed. I was in a recovery house over east. A big dope boy kept asking to buy my truck every day. I said, no, I ain't selling my truck. I was just depressed. I didn't know, man, because I had never been homeless. Nobody was helping me. I was just struggling because I had been down for a minute, and I was used to people doing stuff for me, man. I sold the truck. That's when I realized, man, it's more to it when you come home, man. Like reentry programs, like depression, like my baby mothers and all them, and everybody was, and then I still had to pay all that money I owe, restitution, probation, getting my defined streams of income that were ex-offender friendly. It's very challenging, and it's very challenging. And the temptation to go back, I wasn't really a dope boy, but I was a robber, right? I used to run up in them stores, man, and it was challenging when I got broke to not do that, right? And then sometimes I just miss doing it, right? You know what I mean? So it's all a journey, right? It's all a journey.
Yeah, all right, man. That's your testimony. You see?
Okay, so it's on me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, let's give a shout out to the people that joined the podcast. Maisha, our queen, is not here tonight.
Absolutely. What's up, man?
She's checking in with us.
Yeah, Maisha. Shout out to Dre.
Yeah, Andre. Okay. So I think that if a person you come across in the joint is moving with the same energy or moving how you move, it's fine to, communicate with somebody and see where they are. You never know who you may meet in the joint. You may meet somebody that is influential in your life. You may meet somebody that may be able to help you. You may meet somebody that you're able to help, right? Depending upon how they move, what their energy is, where they are in their life, right? It's fine to meet new people, but just like with anything else, if somebody gives you advice, you take from it what you need and you leave the rest, right? The same thing with dealing with new people. The people that you see are not like your kind of people, not moving the way you move. You're cordial with them, you're respectful with them, but you don't necessarily pull them in or deal with them. So it's fine to meet new people, but again, people that you have something in common with or somebody that's moving like you're moving, is nothing wrong with, dealing with them or whatever. They may become your best ally at some point. Because I didn't grow up with you, Lump. I didn't grow up with you, Leather. I didn't grow up with Hollywood. But because of the way they moved, I dealt with them every day. Me and Lump dealt with each other every single day in that cut. Me and Hollywood every single day. Sundays, we cook together. When you cook with somebody, for the people that don't know that have never did time, you really mess with them. You eat something that somebody cooked for you, you really mess with them peoples, man.
Let's go back with earlier and stuff and what Wood was saying. Well, basically, we played sports. And so we dealt with everybody.
Everybody's right.
And one thing that you learn about sports, it brings what? Unity.
Camaraderie, all that.
Camaraderie. That's why you be able to get into certain spaces and navigate and diffuse certain situations because through our sports and relationships we built through sports. We trying to win one more ultimate thing, the championship.
That's
Right.
So you know,
All right.
What you say? Meeting new people. I'm skeptical about meeting new people.
I'm not even out here, not even just in there.
Yeah.
Right. Just period.
Because
That's be some
What's the
attraction.
pros and cons? Just say that. What's the pros and cons of meeting new people? Because we gonna meet people, whether it's the workforce, by choice, by force.
yeah,
I
every
had
day
this
is
discussion the other day though with someone, but it's different between us because we like to have a fraternity
Right.
as opposed to folks out here. Because like if we be around people, but when I be around y'all, it's different.
Right.
Different type of vibe, it's a different type of energy.
Right.
I ain't got to get to really know, you know what I mean?
Right.
I know you guys. You know what I mean? So,
all right. What's that? What's next?
Okay.
No, you ain't say what's the pros and cons to meeting people. Why you like meeting people? Why you don't?
All right. I like what. I don't like meeting people for real, but if I see that you're moving in the right direction, that's the pro. Then I'm open to meeting you. When I see you moving in the right way, I see your mannerism is right, and I see that you ain't on no bullshit.
Right.
I know that I can deal with them because in the other ones I got to maneuver around because I ain't trying to go on lockup for stabbing somebody or doing all the ultimate that comes with meeting new people. Meeting new people, you don't know what they got into. When they came in there, they come in there and they already into something, and then they put you under the gun.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the pros and cons to me of meeting new people. If I see you moving good, and then when I meet you, and then now you got me in some bull crap. So that's what I can say on that.
Okay, well, this is a topic that you brought up last week that we didn't really get a chance to fully expound on. Perspective versus perception. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that's important because to know the difference between perspective and perception. In my take, perspective is the information that we grab from the world and we view the world through from our external reality. And I think perception is when we attach our own view about what we think the world is versus what the world really is. Like certain things that you can have a perception about, that don't necessarily mean it's true. That's just what's true for you. And sometimes we can tend to take our perception and place it on somebody else as if it's generalized for everybody else. What works for you might not work for me. But I'll take my perception because I saw something a particular way. I think everybody else gonna see it the same way versus the way it really is. That's just like a term I like to use, delusions of grandeur, right? That's when a person might think, and this is what a lot of these guys I see go through. Because you go hard in your hood, you might think that everybody else that don't know you supposed to give you the same respect that the people in your hood give you. So you carry yourself with a particular attitude and mannerisms as if you're superior to everybody else around you because your small circle of friends might look at you that way. So you expect everybody else to look at you the same way. And then you got a problem when they don't. Right? That's delusions of grandeur, which correlates with your perception of you. Your perspective, however, is more grand. That's what everybody else see you as. They see you as you are, not what you want them to see you. How do you want them to see you? Right? And I think a lot of times we take perception and we generalize it and impose it on other people's to see us the way we want them to see us versus how we truly are. And this is why we can't really change if you get caught up in that perception game, right? And I think perspective is the objective and perception is the subjective.
Come on,
I don't have nothing to say on that.
All right. When my perception when he was like I thought I was hard as, like you said, coming from my neighborhood, I thought I was the hardest thing until I went into the prison system. And you went into that center hall and you see people looking at you like, woo, woo, like you got a new meeting here. I'm skinny as a motherfucker coming in there. I'm like, oh my God, this is perception. I was like, this is hell. This is hell. When I don't know if y'all was in that center hall, and this
All
is
of us
new
was
to
in
you,
center hall,
and that
just like you were.
I was like, oh my God, this is real. So I thought I was home until I got into the real jungle, and I know this is more harder people than per se me.
Now that's a good example because then you gain perspective. Once you got in center hall, that became your perspective.
Right.
So it made you modify your characteristics and your mannerism, and you was careful about how you move because you stepped outside of yourself and gained perspective. Versus before you went in there, you just had a perception that I'm this way until you meet your foe. Then your perspective changed. Your perception, right?
Yeah, and my antennas went up. Oh, this is real.
This ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so perspective is what the world perceives of a thing.
That's
right?
That's right.
Your perception is through your experience. It's how you digest something.
That's right.
Is what you think of something. That's your personal perspective. Each one of us had a different path coming through prison, living in prison, our upbringing, all of that. All of these things help form our perception of a subject or of a different thing, right? Because each one of us lived a different reality.
Right.
That is our perception. The perspective is what society sees of this thing. That's the difference, right? If you can understand that.
I don't know. This is the dictionary man. When he puts something together, he breaks it down and look.
He does.
Them Scrabble. He's a Scrabble king. That's what he do.
No,
In a nutshell. I'm trying to break it down in a nutshell. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The perspective is how society sees things. Your perspective is how you personally see the thing through what you've been through in life. It makes you feel a certain way. It makes you perceive things a certain way.
Okay.
How you internalize things.
Absolutely.
If that helps the audience.
Go ahead to the next.
Okay, now this is a good one right here, right?
Can I say something on that one?
We navigate.
Oh.
Go ahead.
We got some-
My
Man,
bad.
Go ahead, Lon.
that man, you brothers, all of y'all hit it right. How I perceive something don't mean shit, right? Because I see something is right, then that don't mean it's right. And like in the hood, I had to do certain things, the rules that applied there. Like, you know what I'm saying? If somebody stepped to me, I had to handle it, right? Same way in the joint. If you don't, your whole bit is shot, right? Dig it? But in the real world, because I perceive even people taking something from me. My mother taught me somebody take something from you, deal with them, right? Same way in the joint. But I've had people take money from me in business. I can't go stab them up, shoot them up, or that's just how I see it. You know what I'm saying? That you're exactly right. Because I perceive something. Somebody might grow up a totally different way. They might see something totally different. And I got to be able to see other people's perspective. That's why I try to take young cats out to the county, out to the woods. Because if they think everything like Pennsylvania coming, everybody jamming, ain't no grass, ain't nothing. Just taking them to see some ducks. They just don't believe it's outside of that. But you're right, man. I can't go around busting niggas in the head, shooting niggas. You know what I'm saying? Or even really, at my boss, he took some money from me. I'm going to go beat him up with my record. I ain't never coming home. There's other ways I got to do things, and I don't often do well with that. But I got to learn, man. You know what I'm saying? So you guys hitting the nail on the head, man.
Okay. Shout out to Jason that's come on there. Good topic. You like our topic? It's dope.
You got any questions? Put it in the comments.
Yeah. So, Yalla.
Yes, sir.
All right, come on.
Okay. The next one, which is a good one. How do we navigate relationships in prison and then out of prisons? And I'm talking about as far as with females.
You better be. You know the perception.
Romantic.
You know the perception of when you saying that to the audience. So you say it correctly because we is.
I'm talking about female relationships
Okay.
in prison, and then once you get out. Start us off, Lump Dad.
First of all, in prison I had 3 females that stood by me and with my whole time. Once one of it's hard once you break up with one, it's hard to get another relationship because you're in prison. What can you do? Can you pay bills in here? Can you make love to me at night when I want you to make love? I'm tired. I gotta go. I can't do this no more. So that you just rolling the dice in a relationship in prison because sport code is turned up. Outside, I got the mindset that I think I'm ready for a relationship, but I'm fucked up mentally. You can't tell me what to do and when to come in the house. That's like you COing me. No, I don't want to hear that. You yapping. What? Silence. And you don't want it silent. You want to keep yapping. So it's hard. And I think when we come out here, we really need. I'm speaking on me. I really need mental help. And I didn't get that, even though we would be the process of going through Patuxent and they had the evaluation. They ain't helping you with relationships when you get out here. So I'm still in a process of work.
Okay, so let's all bow down to the legend who got more time than the Hall. Come on, legend.
Well, I'm definitely right. A lot of our experiences and stuff we bring home with us, especially when they're dealing with relationships, and especially when you're in a way at a young age, like I did. So that was hard, but I was fortunate enough to have a young lady that came in my life and married and did a big chunk of the sentence with me, and I married her there, and I came home, married her again. She unfortunately transitioned on 3 years ago, but I went in the board. She taught me how to be a man, so that's what I gained from her relationship. She's always one of the strongest person I've ever seen or met in my life. But it's difficult now and stuff, like you said. We bring a lot of back and that police and stuff, man. That can be a little toxic. Sometimes we just want our own peace, which we do deserve it and stuff. You know what I mean? A lot of brothers to transition out, I would recommend them do get mental health services. Take advantage of everything that these people have for you when you come out here, but definitely get evaluated because you definitely need it. And sisters, be patient with them brothers that came home back for 30 and 40 years. I know you raising little young guys, but they give them an opportunity. You know what I mean? Help themselves. So, that's what I've been wanting for them.
Hold on a second, Wood. We want to shout out Ronnie Jet, who's joined the podcast. Jason, we show you love. Maisha, everybody, subscribe to the Petty Ass Podcast. Join us, support us. Come on with it. Hollywood.
Yo,
Give us some love, baby.
Yeah, let's see.
oh man, I ain't gonna lie. I had 70 years coming in the joint. So look, as you know, my name Hollywood. I had a few chicks coming in the door, but when you get that 70, they go the other way, right? And I can dig it. I can't expect nobody else to understand how to adjust to that. So I took it how it came. They say put me on a visiting list. I put them on a visiting list. And I just juggled it like that. I can't have sex with you or nothing like that. You can't have it with me. So I know you're doing you. So don't hate on how I got to do me in here. It was really for mental fortitude for me to stay sane and help me escape that atmosphere, that jail darkness. So I don't have no bad stories about no women because they held me down in fragments. She was here for a few years, she here for a few years, she here, and it went like that. And I appreciate all of them that came through for as long as they did. But I went to jail at 20, so I realized that when I got out, I was 43. But I still was 20. in terms of a relationship because my development stopped once I went to prison. So it don't pick up when you get back out. You don't be 43 when you get out. You're still 20.
Right.
But you don't know you 20
That's right.
until you get in a situation with a real woman and they got their expectations. And the worst thing that you can do is put your expectations on a person. You got to accept people for who they are, where they are. So that's why it's so important to be truthful, straight up. But it was a lot I had to learn coming out trying. And I came right out, got straight into the relationship. Not intentionally, but because I lacked affection. I lacked all this stuff for so long, right? So I just wanted to be with a woman by any means necessary. Let's get it, cool. And if things line up for me in a way that is comfortable, cool. And that's how it happened. Before I got a certain one, I was like right back in another one. People used to say, damn, you gotta give yourself time. I tried. I ain't gonna resist love that I was deprived of for 23 years, So what I learned is that I end up developing fast. I kind of developed in a fast way, and it taught me a lot quicker. Whereas if I would just been out here single and just going out partying here and there, I probably had more kids. I probably had all kinds of chaotic situations in my life. So the relationship itself, I don't look down on or condemn because it helped me evolve at that time. But it's still a struggle. I'm still going through it. We still got like a blunt problem. People that come from jail tend to be more blunt. We don't water nothing down, straight and kilter. People out here is used to the water down. They used to the lie. Nobody respects the truth. Y'all gotta respect the truth. Y'all want the truth. You want a real nigga. Then when he tell you the truth, then you punish him for it. So why would I go back and tell you another hard truth again? So it's like you create the liar and then get mad when they lie to you. You know what I mean? It's a crazy situation with that. But learn how to respect the truth. It's always penalty and punishment for the lie, but it's never no reward for truth. And that's where the balance got to come in, especially with guys coming out, because we coming out trying to be real, because that's how we came up in the joint. And then you get out here and people not used to the real, they get offended by everything you do and say.
So you crazy.
So yeah, they say you crazy. Real, but I appreciate the journey. I love the talk to women. I love women. I ain't gonna lie. I love to talk to. It ain't even got nothing to do with flirting or none of that. I just like to be able to have a conversation because we don't talk out here. We don't communicate. People act like they can't talk no more unless they know you. They feel like if they don't know you, they don't have to talk. Man, I can talk to anybody, and it's helping me with my social skills out here. But I ain't gonna let them dim my life.
Read that comment.
Yeah, I got you.
Before I get in trouble.
Okay, first of all, let's give a shout out to the subscribers. DJ Bigman, I apologize, brother. I didn't shout you out the last time. You was the first one checking in. Shout out to you, brother. Maisha.
Thank you, son.
That's normally on the board. Ronnie Jet. Jason Austin. Shout out to all the people that's checking in and subscribe to this podcast.
She said Miss Duncan.
Yeah, I'm ready to get to that. Hold on, player.
Miss
Ronnie. I'm Miss Harold Duncan. Now, I'm going to let you address that, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to let you address that.
Shout out to my wife, y'all. Yeah. I ain't tell you need no comments on that. See,
Hold on now. Sun-kissed cat, we see you. Right? Go ahead.
Sun-kissed cat. You don't need to. I say, girl, I ain't tell you need no comments on this. This is Goons Talk. You stay in your lane. I know you don't. Yeah. Dress up to ya.
All right, let me turn this thing up.
Turn it up.
Okay, so check this out. All right, in the joint, we are taught. Like I learned a hell of a lesson by one of my big homies, right? Avon, it was on here before. He told me, man, listen, bro. First of all, don't ever run nobody off from you because they gonna leave in time. You got enough time where they gonna leave when they tired of dealing with a nigga that's locked up. So don't you run nobody off trying to be honorable and saying, okay, baby, I got an asshole full of time. You might want to go ahead and deal with somebody. No. Don't be a fool. Right? You need all the help. That's first. Secondly, don't ask no goddamn questions that you don't want to know the answers to. Somebody, I can't remember said something about sport coach. I think it was you, huh? right? Don't ask, baby, who over there? Who taking you out? Who doing this? Who doing? Don't ask no goddamn questions that's gonna hurt your feelings while you locked up. As long as she's pressing one when you call there, she might send you a couple of dollars to get a motherfucking check, right? Whatever the case is, take what you can get and shut your goddamn mouth. Be happy, right? Now, when you get out, this is the crazy part to me. When you get out, you got these females that have been running through all kinds of situations that have been ran through. And when you get out, all of a sudden they newborn virgins and you know what I mean? They want to be wifey and, oh no, baby, I ain't had sex in 4 years and 5 years. As soon as we get in the boudoir, you fucking swinging from the chandelier, doing all kinds of tricks and all that other shit. I'm keeping it real up in here tonight. You know,
that's like riding the bike, man.
I'm normally the dude that you lay back and wheels. Man, let's keep it real. You all over the place. You the baby hit it this way. Turn up, you standing on your head. You doing all kind of shit, man. You ain't just learning shit. So don't act like as soon as you give me some coochie, I'm automatically boyfriend. That's not fair to me. I've been locked up 31. This man been locked up over 40. Hollywood got 20-something. Wood got Hollywood. Listen, it's not fair to a man that's just coming home that's trying to establish himself and find himself in this new world because things change every year. We've done decades in prison. It's not right. It's not fair for us to automatically be handcuffed to somebody as soon as we come home because you want to sleep with us. Because technically, we're the goddamn prize. We the ones that's shining. We the ones that's coming home not on the down low, not on fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? We done worked out doing our we did this, we did that. We shining. Our minds straight. Our bodies is fit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We the prize. So don't try to act like you're a newborn virgin when we come home and automatically our fucking boyfriend as soon as I get the coochie. That's fucking not right. It's not fair. It is not right. You live your life. Just go and talk. Just go and talk. It's not fucking right. It's not. Let's keep it real. It's not right, man.
You're right.
You know, we are men of distinction. We are men with respect. We come home and we should be on it like y'all do. But don't try to act like you haven't been doing nothing since we've been out.
And don't put your past relationship baggage on us.
And also, you know, I had a situation where somebody that is getting a divorce, you know what I'm saying? Don't you can pull up on me, man. I'm trained to go. I'm not gonna let no nigga do nothing to me. Now I ain't do all them years to come home and do nothing to me. So don't put me in that situation. Finish your breakfast, get the nigga out you, and then holler at me. I mean, I'm just keeping it real.
A lot of people don't look at it that way. They like,
Goon Talk. It's Thursday night. This ain't that bullshit that coming on during the week. It's Goon Talk.
You're right. You're right. Come on, man. Somebody
Y'all big homie right here. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna speak on it?
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, man. Keep it real, ladies. Stop the bullshit.
Say, stop it.
And honor your kings when they come home because they deserve respect, man. Don't try to play us like that. We ain't dumb. We ain't, you know, we're not virgins just because we just coming home. It's just that we knew coming to us.
Yo, we got somebody else got to get the platform too.
Fair enough. I'm finished. Luck want me to stop. He must be getting in trouble with the show.
We got to send shout out Charles Williams. Shout out to you. Shout out to Jason Austin, newborn.
Charles, wait, we got the prayer thing up, huh? Oh, Charles praying for you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Charles. I appreciate it, homeboy. God damn it.
Man, go ahead, speak on it. Go ahead. Speak. Don't take long on the platform, sir. But speak on it. What you think?
He's smiling.
I don't hear nothing.
Like a pause.
Okay.
All right, we got.
Oh, he must go get in trouble if he says something.
There you go.
Man, speak the truth, bro. It's Goons Talk around here.
Oh my God.
All right, we got. You
Hello?
want to speak? No, you gonna pass that?
Oh, this motherfucker Byron, he ain't trying.
You gonna pass on that one?
Come on, let's.
Man,
You had 40 blocks in one game.
Snippet. Well, think about the
Man, 40
relationship
blocks in one game. Legend right here.
in the joint, and then your relationship when you came out. Okay. So he was blessed.
Shout
He was
out to Miss Vicky.
yeah.
Yeah, he was blessed. He was blessing it out, inside and outside.
Ooh, boy, y'all, man, I tell you, but I love this.
Man. Yeah, well, I just wrote it. Like, I'm finished with it. I'm finished with that stuff. We going to the next one? Yeah. Did you touch it? You touched it, right? All right, let's go to the next one, boy, because that's hot and sticky. I got a panel in there. Interesting.
All right. So, okay, how would you treat your friends from the past? The dudes from the neighborhood that didn't send you no love while you was locked up. Now all of a sudden you home, they showing up, and you their best friend again, or they want to pick up where they left off at.
Oh,
Go ahead, kick it off.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you, let me handle that one.
No, handle that. Man.
Man, you know what, man? I still have the same friends that I had from elementary school. Meaning, I grew up in another part of Emerson Millis. It was a good old neighborhood back in that time and stuff like that. But I never really had any problems with nobody in the neighborhood and nothing like that. See, when I left the street, everybody remember, the charge and stuff like that. The only people that I expected to ever send me anything was the people that I hung with, which they did. You know what I mean? We still look out for each other today. You know that we was up there, from different places, it's still the same ones to this day. So mine was a little different. I got good homeboys and homegirls. So, even though when I came home, though, just the mere fact that I outgrew a lot of them. You know what I mean? So they come home looking for Bruno, but Bruno don't exist no more. Right. You know what I mean? So,
you want me to go?
Come on, now. Go on down the road. I'm gonna tap it off.
Oh my God! All this work I put in the street before I left, I didn't get that love. I thought I was gonna get some love sent in there. I'm gonna send them in there. We talking about family members too. Yeah, family members ain't even send you nothing. They're supposed to that you hung with every day. I ain't gonna throw you under the bus because I still got love for you. I just stayed my distance because you ain't built like me. And then we gotta understand that people, like you say, remember how you like when people they told you get out the car when you ain't.
Right.
I knew the situation that they wasn't gonna be like me because I protected them and you just was around them all the time. So, but I thought you was a fraternity on the outside. Like, look, we stuck together. When the shit hit the fan, we stuck together. But when you go to jail, it's not look like that no more. You forgot. It's out of sight, out of mind. Oh, he's never coming home. He's never coming home. Fuck him. Yeah, now we got free reigns over the neighborhood. It's getting slaughtered. They're getting slaughtered now. All the backing's gone. I mean, y'all did all that shit outside, and then I get in the joint, and I'm seeing everybody that I did something outside beefing with. They in the joint. And in the neighborhood that I come from, they ain't getting locked up. I got to deal with this shit. And y'all ain't sending me shit in there to protect myself? Huh? I got to find other means. I'm got different neighborhoods coming at me, 100 deep. I'm walking two deep against 100. So I got a problem with, what's the question? I got a problem with the people on the outside, but I still got love because it's in me. I got love for them, but I can't be, genuinely be around them and deal with them.
But why is it love?
Because
what is based on? What is the love based on?
They from the dirt together.
Do that
together.
define love though? See, we gotta be careful about the words we use. Because if there ain't nobody that you gonna put in the car with you, why is it love?
Because I had so much
But it shows
history with him.
But it shows you accounted for nothing. So why would you still carry the torch?
Because I'm a loving person.
See, that's gonna get you hurt. That's gonna get you bit.
No, I maneuver. I'm a love. I love you from distance now. I love you for not getting hurt.
So what is it based on? It love's supposed to see. That's why we gotta be careful with words. Because we'll say that, but you basically saying I don't fuck with them. So how can you have love for somebody that you don't fuck with?
Man, what? No, this is philosophy stuff. That's what I'm talking about. No. When I'm saying love, I love to see you still alive because all our homeboys is dead. You still alive. I can still look at you, but I know I can't be hanging around you. So I'm saying I love to see that you still alive. That I came out here and you still alive.
Because your consciousness don't know the difference. It just get the word. So when you say love, then you might be in a split second situation, and you got to determine, damn, am I going to save this nigga or not? Because you grew up together, but the nigga ain't sent you nothing. You don't fuck with him, but you know him from the sandbox. You don't know these niggas, but they might be some stand-up niggas. And they going to do something to you, and you going to go against a nigga that you claim you love and go against some stand-up real soldiers for a nigga that shows you fuck nigga shit. So then you end up siding with the nigga with the fuck nigga shit, and you get caught up going against some stand-up solid niggas all because you went and played in the sandbox. You know what I mean?
Again.
Again. And then you be kicking yourself because you know that you don't
been down
fuck
that
with
road
them.
before.
Yeah, then you talk to the people that really know you, and they say, damn, yo, what you doing fucking with yo? I thought you ain't. Nah, but since, it's too late then. So we got to be really introspective about how we categorize people. It's either you fucking with them or you don't. You either got family or they just over there. You feel me?
All right, that's your take on it.
Yeah, it's just a jewel for you.
Yeah, it's a jewel.
It's a jewel that you should pick up. Don't leave it on the ground.
I picked it up, but I told you how
I can understand where it come from. But what I'm saying is, if you ain't careful, that's what's going to haunt you. That kind of shit.
Okay.
You spoke on that already, Les? Okay, so it's on me. Okay, so this is where I'm at with it. I had a circle of friends. Well, actually, I had two circle of friends before I got arrested, right? I had the friends that was out in the street, and I had the dudes that we grew up with, or that I grew up with, that was, so to speak, squares, including my cousin, right? So when I got arrested, the niggas that I was in the streets with, them niggas told on me and did all kinds of other shit, right? The friends that I grew up with, a lot of them fell off to the side eventually through the amount of time that I did. I had one or two that stood with me through the test of time. Those are the people that I associate with now. Now that you're home, you have to understand that people deal with you not necessarily for you. They do it for themselves so they don't feel guilty about, man, I left yo in there for all them years and I ain't do nothing for him. You know what I'm saying? That's not about you. It's about them being able to live with the shit that they've done to you. You know what I'm saying?
I experienced a lot of that.
Yeah. I've done some real shit for niggas, and then the whole time I've been locked up, these niggas ain't never came to family day. They ain't sent me a red fucking nickel, right? Or a red penny since I've been locked up. But I got some that have. These people are the people that are stand-up niggas that are in my inner circle to this day. The other dudes are associates, people I grew up with, but they don't get the love because they haven't showed me the love, right? I am closer to you guys. I did 31 years. I know a bunch of them. I know Hollywood, a bunch of them. I know Legend, a bunch of them. I'm closer to the people that I've been locked up with over the years than I am the people that I grew up with, because I got locked up so young. I did more time in prison than I did on the street. These people are closer to me than my family, right? You have to evaluate, what is this person bringing to my life? What has this person brought to my life? Okay, I respect that. Birthday cards or whatever the fuck. and then I move on from that. But the people that I have been locked up with in detrimental situations, I'm talking about wars and things of this nature. These are the people that now are family. Blood makes you akin to somebody, but love makes you family.
That's right.
You dig? So these are the people that I embrace, that I bring close to me. So regardless if I grew up with you or not, the people that have been in my life for the majority of my life are the people that I deal with. We are cordial. We are cool. I'm not beefing with you and none of that shit, but keep on getting on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The shit you been doing, okay, you from a distance, hey, tell him I said hi. Okay, tell that motherfucker I said hi. And that's what it is.
Right.
I mean, honestly.
No doubt.
That's right.
I was in the worst place of my fucking life. I was in the belly of the beast, so to speak, right? And you motherfuckers just say, well, tell him I said hi. Okay, well, tell you I said hi, motherfucker. I'm out now. I don't need you, bro.
That's right.
What I need you for?
That's real.
What I need you for? We ain't beefing or nothing like that. And hey, we grew up together, but stay the fuck where you at. Don't bring no drama to me, and I'm gonna fuck with the people that been fucking with me.
That's right.
Did he explain love? He said love and love at a distance. You get on.
Yeah,
I need you
I
to
said
get.
Blood makes you akin to somebody,
He said
right?
love
That makes you
family.
kin. But love makes you family.
That's right.
Real talk. Blood makes you love makes you
Yeah,
family.
we gotta be careful with that stuff though, man. No doubt. I mean, I ain't go through that. Fortunately, I had my dues when I went to prison. I ain't really want for much for real. They sent me all the smack in the world, so I ain't never had to pay for nothing. So that helped me out with a lot of financial stuff that I had to do. And I had them locked down. I had niggas come down there and throw shit on the roof for me. I'm fetching it off H-Dome roof with the long attached brooms, nigga, through the barbed wires. So, I
shout out to the cat, real niggas.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like the ones that I consider homies and the ones that I didn't, they came through. I ain't asked for much, but when I did have to count on them, made sure my kids was good, my mom's was good. So I'm grateful for that. When I got out, kind of same situation, the ones that I kind of counted on, they came through. And I realized that things change, people change. We grow apart. Just because you grow up with a person don't mean you're supposed to stay connected forever. We gotta know that everything got a time limit on it. We don't carry it on. That's the same way like somebody liking the bum ass Redskins forever. They've been trash forever. But they'll say, oh yeah, I like them. I'm like, okay, well, what you like about them? They trash. And people are formulating allegiances to things with no cause, just because. And this is why we get burnt a lot of time in situations when dealing with people and misjudging people, because we attach value to people that ain't create value in the situation. All because we knew them from middle school, all because we knew them from there. That don't mean I'm supposed to stay connected to you forever. That don't mean I'm supposed to put my life on the line for you. You know what I mean? So we got to cut ties with people that ain't helping us process things. They ain't giving positive forces or energy to our development. If they ain't adding on, then they up in the way. I ain't dragging no dead weight. That's just me. All that love shit, that shit phony. That shit overrated. That friendship term, that shit overrated. All that shit phony. Until you realize that, and if you keep carrying these terms, you're going to find yourself constantly getting deceived, constantly getting misled, and constantly getting yourself in a bunch of shit that ain't got nothing to do with you. And then when you look back at the relationship with the person you did it for, you kicking yourself. So I don't put myself in them situations. I know how to enjoy the moment with you and motherfuck you if you make a turn a corner. That's just my thing. I don't lose no sleep over nobody's behavior because everybody got to develop in their own way. And then you ain't going to necessarily always do things the way I need you to do them. And that's cool. But I'm not going to try to make you be something you ain't. I'm just going to look at you for what you are and deal with you accordingly. And that's for men and women, older people and younger people, family and all. Like, if you fuck with me, I fuck with you. If you don't fuck with me, I ain't fucking with you. And I don't give a fuck who they are. And that's just me. That's Goons Talk.
Goons Talk. Okay, so that leads us into the next topic, which is everybody finish on that?
We got time.
Yeah, let's see what the next topic is first. Because
the next topic is, we're going to switch gears a little bit, man.
No, hold up, y'all. I said, let's see what the next topic is because time is at essence. We almost over the limit.
Go ahead.
What's the next topic?
The next topic is, what is your thoughts on immigrants in the job situation in Baltimore?
You got time for that?
No, we
you
ain't got time. No,
Okay, we're gonna table that till next week.
Sweet.
Then come on,
Yes.
let's go and
All
drive.
right, I want anybody that's got something positive going on and got that's like Legend. If you got something that's to help the youth that's listening to us, can you elaborate on something? Then we'll do what you're going to do, and that, and I end off on that. That everybody put their 2 cents in. So,
if any youth that are looking for a job, need you to come to 1601 Baker Street the first Tuesday of next month. So I don't know what between the hours of 10 to 2. So how to get you a gig.
What kind of jobs they got?
It all depends on what type of business
Oh,
it's
they got
come
all
to.
kinds. Okay,
Right.
okay.
Well, I do
job
that.
Fair.
Yeah, I do a
fair?
job fair. I do the first Tuesday of each month. So come on through.
I don't think we fully introduced this man, like who he is and what organizations that he represents is very important. He's very detrimental in this society, and man is out here. He's giving back, man. He's helping, man. Can you tell him who you work for, please, Legend?
God.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
God, man.
God, then start with a G too. Yeah. All right. So,
And of course, I got Uncommon Dialogue. I'm at the YMCA. If y'all want to hear me build, I goes in. I got a group of people. We tackle every topic you can think of. It's a manhood group. It's from the ages of 15 to 51. I have it every Tuesday at the YMCA on Drew Hill on the 3rd floor. We get to them. We be building. These niggas need that shit because they ain't got nobody to help them understand that way of thinking. It's fucked up. You know what I mean? We keep making them feel like they choices of bad behavior is okay. Nah, that shit ain't okay. And in my group, we have helped them see that shit need to be rechanneled, redirected because we need to save each other. We the only ones got the answer. Brandon Scott ain't none of them got the answer. They don't know none of that. What's happening. They doing the best they can with the little bit of information they got. The only ones that's gonna make a difference out here is people like us that came from the joint, been there, been punished severely, come back out and help change this dynamic out here. But you gotta your intentions definitely gotta be sincere. Can't be chasing no bag, just getting no signatures on no motherfucking paper. I ain't with none of them movements. I condemn all them type of niggas. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you ain't putting that effort in and really trying to make a difference to them niggas, then motherfuck you too. Straight like that. We getting niggas in there trying to change their perspective so they can make better choices for themselves moving forward. That's the movement I'm on. If they ain't on that level of shit, that shit non-existent to me.
So big homies, basically. Real big homies.
Real, yeah. They lower homies, big homies, all that. But we help change their mindset. Because that's where it starts with the mind.
Me and you, know.
Yeah, I'm in it all.
Okay, first I want to give a shout out to Harm City Clothing, who sponsors this podcast, right?
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Toxic Tees, the shit I be wearing, right? I want to give a shout out to Jenna Chasers for my Muslim brothers. Lastly, I want to give a shout out to my queen, Maisha, Heavenly Touch Aroma centers, basically oils, soaps, body washes, all that, right? Check it out. Go on Instagram. They on there. All of them on there. Black owned. Support them. Support this podcast. Subscribe to this podcast. And I'm going to throw it to my man Lump to finish this off. Come on, Lump Dad.
All my Instagram followers up there. I am not entertaining y'all today because y'all should have subscribed and looked at the whole panel. Right. Now y'all got the side view. But y'all should subscribe to the Real Goons Talk. That's what we do every day, all day, especially on Tuesday. This is the Petty Ass Lump and Reggie podcast. My shout out to Reggie, my co-host for the Petty Ass podcast. Shout out to Butt. That was one of my OGs that I gotta get shout outs to Butt. No, he ain't home. I just said I give him a shout out. Somebody know him. Somebody go reach out. Yeah, he gave me shout outs on the thing.
Say Bezo one day, right?
Bezo.
Yeah, I say Bezo.
Oh, yeah?
All right.
I want to touch
you. Man. Shout out to all my co-defendants that's out here who I hang with. Out here, I don't hang with no new people, really. I hang with the strong ones that stood firm beside me. So that's why I hang with. I guess I'm still alive. Because I ain't get no new friends. No new friends. How they come? Yeah.
Friends, new trouble.
Yeah. New friends, new trouble. You heard that? New friends, new trouble. So thank y'all for joining the Petty Ass Lump and Reggie podcast. On Wednesdays is oh my God, State of the Women. We got 5 beautiful women on the State of the Women. They give you women perspective and real. This is just like Goons Talk on the women's side. You know what I mean? Then we got Petty Ass Podcast on Tuesday. Then we got Goons Talk. You see this panel. This is real men right here. And they telling you real stories and real stuff. Not fictional stories. Yeah. And then on, like I said, y'all, I don't know if y'all be invited to this. It's called Pit Talk. It's women, they just go nuts. They get all that. We ain't condoning, but they get alcohol in them. They get Mary Jane in them.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, but that's legal now, right?
Yeah, they let them do the thing.
I said, I'm sorry.
They say smoke away.
No, we had hot dogs, chicken, chips and all that. Pizza and all that. And we just had fun for each his own. Like, look, you heard Winger. I'm a CDL driver. I can't do nothing, but I can look. You feel me? Breaker 19. Breaker 19 is the handle. You know? Let me cut the stuff off before y'all start politicking.
Need a remote or hit the stop button.
Right. No, I got an engineer that's supposed to be here. Excuse me, sir.
One time. Peace. We out.
Yeah.